Put a hat on. What's up? I'm making this video partially because, one, I'm sick of consuming content about manifesting and self-concepts and, you know, just all these regurgitated phrases and terms that people just keep saying to make them sound like they know what they're talking about, and just the whole watered down spirituality, lack of credential when it comes to talking about quantum physics and just all these things. And I'm just kind of annoyed. I'm kind of annoyed because I also feel like while it can be super helpful, there's nothing new out there for people that are wanting to manifest or better themselves or change a facet of themselves or their life, etc. And I think it's just there's so much woo woo like associated with this sort of um way of thinking and being and believing, if you will, that it just kind of I feel like can be a deterrent to people that have no idea what they're doing and are just lost in this process because there's so much things that are just being thrown out there that they don't even understand or are questioning if they need to understand it. Because I really think you don't need to understand half the things that people are telling you that you need to understand and embody and start doing this and stop doing that. And like, it's making it seem like there's a sort of like cookie cutter or specific way to approach manifestation or just attracting something into your life, if you don't want to use that word. I'm almost kind of sick of that word, but just like, I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be some newness to the subject. You know, there's a bunch of people out here that are all like just I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like there's just this common energy and vibe amongst these like I don't want to say influencers or self-help content creators because again, I'm like, where are your credentials? Maybe you have anecdotal experience, but other than that, it's like, what do you really have to offer me? And you don't really always have tangible proof when it comes to these sort of topics. Yeah. So, anyways, I feel like I wanted to make this video myself because one, I am not, I think this like profound spiritual teacher and have had profound spiritual things happen to me or whatever, but I definitely think I have seen changes in my life when it comes to thinking differently or persisting in a certain headspace, as people say. And it's just like I think there's a lot of things that you don't actually have to do either to get the same results. You don't have to do the things people are telling you. I really do think, like, at a very simple way of explaining it, like your belief on things ultimately affects the way you're going to behave. So, like, I don't want to say shapes your reality. Again, I don't want to just like regurgitate things that you've probably already heard before, but like, if you believe something, that is going to have some sort of an influence in regards to the way you show up to a situation, or maybe make a decision, or just feel about a certain topic, or sorry, I thought I heard someone coming. But yeah, I also think like the whole self-concept and inner work thing is good in a sense where it's like, it's good to look inward and maybe see what you feel about yourself and realize if that came from you or maybe from outside of you. And then, realize like, oh, this is not something I believe about myself. And then let that go or acknowledge that that is there. And in spite of that belief that is not coming from you again, but something that was instilled in you, you move um, you move in spite of that. You do things in spite of that. You can believe that you're not capable of doing things and still do things and then achieve those things. Sometimes you just need to do things to just dismantle this programmed belief that you have about yourself and not dismantle this programmed belief you have about yourself before you can do those things. Because I think it's easier to just prove to yourself you can do things despite what you feel that you can do instead of just trying to change your mind and like ingrain a new belief about yourself that is challenging a belief about yourself that might be several years old and has gone unchecked and existed in your mind for who knows how long. Like a little story I had about wanting to put content out on the internet and wanting to just nothing like this, but a more so niche, like just, skincare vlogger type of vibe or whatever. I was like telling myself and trying to instill in myself, like, I'm a content creator, I'm a this, I'm a that, I make money on Instagram, I make money off social media, blah, blah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm that. And so much of that, like, I feel like so much time and energy was spent on me telling myself that I was that without any tangible evidence that I was doing that, which it's okay to fake it till you make it, if you will, or try to instill something in yourself without, you've ever doing it before. Like you can say, I'm gonna do this and I want to do this, therefore I am this, and then start doing it. But if you're instilling something in yourself, like a new concept or idea about yourself, and not doing anything to like support that, it's gonna just be a waste of time and energy, and you're gonna probably, and this is just me speaking from experience, feel worse about yourself because only part of the work is instilling a new self concept in yourself. You can't just recognize something about yourself that is contrary to what you want to be and then not do anything about it. That needs to be replaced by something, and I think it's going to take a lot longer to replace it with repetitive thoughts and affirmations than just doing something, doing an action. So yeah, like I got so fed up with just instilling this, I'm making money on social media, I post to social media, people like me on social media, people like what I have to say, etc. There's community, like all these things that I wanted for myself via social media, and all the things I wanted to achieve, like making money off Instagram and like just putting my voice out there and connecting with people. I got so burnt out trying to instill that in me because I wasn't doing anything of the sort, even though I thought I was capable of doing that and was wishing for that. I just was too burnt out to really like do anything, and that's why I realized like I need to be doing um, something that supports these ideas about myself. Otherwise, you just feel like you're lying to yourself. And I, without thinking about it, was bored one day because I have a lot of free time on my hand lately, and I just posted a video of myself doing my skincare routine, and then a brand reached out, and then they offered to collaborate with me, and there was a negotiated amount of money that was agreed to do for me to do a post, and I was like, whoa, that's so crazy. And I don't really think that the inner work that I was trying to do, the affirmations that I was saying, had anything to contribute to that, because I, regardless of the affirmations, have always wanted to do something like that. It was just a matter of me doing that. And I just did it without any expectations, just for fun. And I think that is kind of important too, to just do something without expectations, because if you're expecting something every time you do something and you don't get it right away, that's going to be very frustrating. And I don't know if that's the whole law of detachment thing that people like to talk about, but I was just like, wow, that's so cool. You know, I just did something without really any thought. It was something in alignment with the person that I was trying to be or have thought about being, and it paid off. Um, I will say though that just because that happened, my life did not magically change. My self concept of myself did not magically change. If anything, I do feel a little bit more seen, and like some of the things that I have been affirming feel more believable now. You kind of feel a little bit better about yourself in a sense, but you know, that's one instance. And the way I at least operate my brain is, it's like my brain wants more of that. And also, I think one thing to keep in mind that I've been trying to focus on too is it's not about also what you're trying to manifest in your life, but also being the type of person that sustains and is capable of receiving and maintaining your manifestations once you receive them. Because if I'm being totally transparent, I have not filmed a video yet for that, and I think there's like a sort of just hesitation to do it. I think it's more so the perfectionist in me, etc., and having a certain vision that I want to carry out and not being able to like execute that kind of makes me in this state of keeps me in the state of paralysis. I really just need to do it. But yeah, I'm literally the same person. I don't know if there was anything magical about that or if it was just, hey, I finally did it. And that was a reward for just action from whatever you want to say. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of just feel like just do things. It doesn't have to be this whole like spiritual 3D, 5D movement, manifesting like this and that. Like, I need to do this before I can do that. Like, I think literally if you tell yourself something and then just believe in that, like, who's gonna tell you that that's the wrong way to think about things other than yourself, you know? I used to think like, oh, there's a transformation process, or like it takes time for things to come into my reality, for me to see the fruit of my like manifestations, like where did that come from? Like, why do things have to take time? Why can't I have things instantly? And just, realizing that, like, we're putting so much limits on ourselves without even realizing it. And, like, I think, honestly, before we manifest anything, we should really realize the limits that we're placing on ourselves. And, that's just an opinion. But, again, you don't want to limit yourself when you're manifesting, I feel like. My friend always told me, dream bigger when I had dreams, because why not? People that love and care about you want the best for you, and you should want the same for yourself. You should want more for yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not selfish. It's okay to want to better yourself, want a better life for yourself. Everyone does. But yeah, that was kind of like a random ramble slash rant slash my 2 cents. I don't know if this will resonate with anybody. But yeah, I'm just kind of fed up with everything that I've been consuming lately, and I'm at a point where I'm tired of consuming things like on the internet, not even just about this subject, but just in general. Like, I am just so sick of like what I'm seeing. I'm tired of consuming, and I don't know, it's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, because it's like I do appreciate like the internet and like using it as a tool, or like it's such a great way to connect with people and find community and whatnot. But like, maybe there's a lack of community for me in the sense that I don't really feel like I'm a part of one on the internet. And not that you need to be, but like, I'm tired of mindlessly using it for random things and being subjected to an unfiltered or curated algorithmic like just feed of random information that my brain doesn't need to see or consume, and it's not benefiting me in any way. So, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's gonna see this video, but if you watch the entire thing, that's kind of cool, mind-blowing to me. But yeah, I think just like don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be freaked out and feel overwhelmed. Just, I think literally one thought can be like a drop in a bucket and create a ripple. Just have a thought and just do what you want to do. And the whole cliche, feel the fear and do it anyways. Like, just literally do it. Do it when you feel bad. Do it when you feel good. Do it. There is no right time. There really is no right time, I've learned. Just do it. Do something. Do what you want to do. Yeah, that's all. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.